Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pick a card reading is more to help you solve a certain situation. In what way? Okay, so let's say you have a certain karma you need to release with this person, or you feel like there's something in the form of it, you guys have like had a past life together, or you feel those things, you're drawn to this person, there's like an energetic pull or there's a spiritual pull, something like destiny sensations you feel in your core. Okay, so when we're talking about core energy, it's more central. Okay, we're not going fantasy la la land, nor are we going like too egoistic or like selfish here on connected to the situation, as if like this person is mine, and because I kind of see this person as my twin flame or my soulmate, etc., they're mine, they're supposed to be with me, but then again they're not. So we're just gonna definitely go more balanced and manifest a situation where, let's say if you have a destiny or you have a certain type of karma with a specific person, be it's love. Overall, we're going to be talking about love because it's in the form of the karma here is perhaps you need to overcome or be in a specific energy that could attract this person. Okay, so it's more like, let's say your destiny is meant to happen with this one, so I'm going to be using a bit of my creational talent, perhaps. If it's a talent, you could say it's a talent or not, whichever way it is. I'm going to create a Celtic spread for you, and the question mainly will be, how can we attract this person towards us? Okay, how can I make the, getting to know the person or starting the relationship in a more official way, or dealing with the differences with the person, how can we make it more easier for you? But we're not going to make it easier. You need to be the brave one and kind of face this person. But then again, let's kind of at least prepare the ground here so that you will know perhaps what your destiny is connected to this person. But then again, remember that your destiny is in your own hands. Okay, this is definitely creation, but I'm kind of hoping that this will give a lot of insight to some people who need it. Okay, now if ever you were more obsessive, or you were kind of limerence, you were kind of fighting limerence like me, let's say. I'm so sorry, I know like I mentioned the word last time and I kind of like lemonance, I was mentioning lemonance, but then again it's limerence, limerence. So is it even that word? I always kind of mix them up. So embarrassing. Anyways, so the purpose of this reading is more to kind of prepare the ground for you, okay? Be it's a reality, it will bring you somewhere, it will be a solution for you, okay? Behaving a specific way, or having a certain awareness, or getting certain oracle advices will perhaps help you out in this situation. At least you as the viewer, okay? We're not talking about what the other person is gonna do here. We're talking about what you need to do, because it's part of your karma connected to this person. The person has a karma facing you. You have a certain karma facing them, okay? Be it romance, love, safety, family situation, it's all, we're gonna have faith that it's gonna be here, okay? How I'm going to be operating, I'm going to be using the pleasure oracle. Okay, I have a pleasure oracle. This is more advices, and we're gonna take a few minutes to kind of give the viewer certain 3 cards. So I'm going to be shuffling the deck, and without peeking, I'm going to select 3 cards and place them image up in a row in front of me. Let card 1 stand for your truest desire. So whoever the viewer is, I'm going to kind of have faith that I'm going to choose it for you. Okay, whoever needs to kind of hear it. So the first card will be your truest desire. The second card represents what's standing in the way of it, connected to this person, as it could be more you connected to yourself. Because most of our relationships, if we don't have a good relationship with ourselves, okay, and we're not recognized, and we don't recognize ourselves, and we don't kind of manifest a type of different way of seeing things, it's a bit hard. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. standing in the way of it. So you'll just know what's blocking you towards your truest desire. Okay, so it's more card 1 is your truest desire. Card 2 will be your what's standing in the way of it. Okay, you're not getting to your pleasure element with this person or towards yourself. Okay, and card 3 represents how to overcome this, which is what we wish to, see. Also try card 1 represents a partner, card 2 represents you, and card 3 represents your chemistry together. I could also do it that way, and we're gonna have faith that both of these is gonna be in the same cards. Okay, so both these methods of reading, we're going to use the same cards for those. Okay, so create a pleasurable daily ritual and pull a card for yourself. Use it as inspiration, meditate on its meaning, and journal about how it relates to your self-love journey. You could do that if you wish. And then number 3, ask your favorite people to pick a card at random and take turns sharing your opinion and experiences relating to its theme. Okay, here's to deep stigma-free conversations. So you could also use this with best friends or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or your fiance, okay, your wife. Okay, you could purchase this. Actually, it's a good way of purchasing it. So I'm kind of promoting the Sept Pleasure Oracle deck. We'll see what we're gonna get, but we're gonna be using it. And so if ever you like it, I showcased it. Okay, I'm not on Amazon or I don't do any of those things, so if you wish, it's free promotions, for some people. So we're gonna go back to the same question. It's more like what you have to do towards this person, flirting wise, attraction wise. If you're interested in this person, what are the things that spirit will advise you to do? Okay, because it's part of your destiny or your fate or your karma with this person. Okay, so we have pile 1, which is the rider deck, the traditional rider deck. Pile 2 is the gorgeous Casanova, the playful, famous Casanova tarot. Sorry. Pile 3 is the sexual magic. Okay, it's the most sexiest, shameless, I want to say, deck I have. Then we have pile 4, which is the more drier. Okay, it's dry humor, or very serious, very masculine, like buffed up energy a bit. It could be more like frowning eyes or like frowning eyebrows, or like gladiators. It's more virile energy a bit. Okay, so I don't know if it's for a man or it's for a woman. You'll know. Okay, but I think women should choose that one. It's more virile. Okay, it's virile like a male. It's like a phallic energy for me. Okay, it's not like a yoni. It's not like a womb necessarily. Although the hermit represents a woman, technically. It's the gestation period, 9 months a woman goes through, and the spirit that kind of prepares itself to be born in the womb of a woman, technically. That's the soul searching element. That's that from darkness we come to light kind of thing. So there's a lot of symbolism and connected to it, but then we're not going to go on that. Then you have pile 5, which is the sexy Millennium Thoth. Okay, my favorite deck of all time. Okay, so Millennium Thoth, and these two are definitely very related somehow. It's the same situationship, let's say, but this one is more drier and frowning and not friendly that much. And if it's friendly, let's say it's more battlefields vibe. Okay, it's more like battlefield, we're gonna battle for something, it's like the emperor vibes. This one, it's more the star, it's more the feminine vibe of it. So you can go in this form of, this is more divine masculine and this is more divine feminine. It could be for the same person, as it does not need to be. Okay, so that's why I always say follow your own intuition in this situation, because you know better than me. I'm just kind of giving you information that I'm kind of just channeling, and I'm kind of assuming perhaps, or discerning you might need to hear. Okay, and then we have the authentic, okay, fountain tarot. Very bold and authentic, this one also. Okay, fountain tarot. So you can choose with your intuition. It's more about you. Okay, so this could definitely be about you, a man, okay, who has a frowning expression sometimes. I really channel the person, I know, gave me that frown. But it's more military general vibes, a bit like you're serious, etc. And this one, you can go with your intuition, okay? If you want to feel, you feel more feminine, you could be a guy, you can choose this one. Whichever way, it's more your karma. We're mentioning what do you need to do in this situation so that your karma will be released with this person, okay? So be it it's a third party situation. Overall, I don't wish to go in those things because I don't wish any of you to have any issues with your spouses in this present moment. And if ever you do have issues, let's say, you kind of have faith that you can deal with them. Now, if it's a situation where there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of like suffering, like you're suffering, be it physically, there's a lot of abuse, emotional, physical, and stuff like that. Definitely you have the solutions. There's many solutions you can find. Tarot is not one of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, because tarot, you can get lost in it, okay? So I don't really like, you have to go find physical ways to kind of find solutions, okay? And I'm pretty sure you should never lose faith in those things because we're all human at the end of the day, and you will always have somebody who's there to help you out. It's just that they have not found you yet, and you have not found them yet, but you have to have faith that you will find them. Same thing with the life partner things. If you feel like you always wanted a life partner, and you don't seem to get the relationship going, or you kind of are interested in the person, the person's not your type, like the person, you're not the person's type, let's say, and you kind of did certain things, you faced your karma, let's say, with this one, but things are not working. Just have faith that you will find the person. It's just that the right person hasn't found you, and you have not found them, okay? It's just that. It's just like, if the person doesn't wish to be with you, then it's not the right person for you, technically, okay? There's many variables. I mean, if you're the stubborn one and you're the very like willful one, then definitely you can have faith in it. But I will never say please wait, because I myself waited 5 years stupidly without putting action because I was stuck in a head, okay? And even if I went out of my comfort zone, sometimes I wasn't able to interact with this person who I was obsessed with in the past. Now I'm interested in another person, but then again, just need to find the flow of, getting out of my comfort zone and see and try, so that I will know if this is the one, if he's seeking for me too, it'll be ideal, right? Then again, in the near future, perhaps there's another option who could be my best option out of all my options. But we're not going to be we're not going to say it's a person who's an option. It's just, if it's willing, both people are willing to be the right person for the person they're interested in, then definitely the relationship will work. But both need to somehow be more willing to be the best version of themselves for the other person. Not expect the person to be the best version for them. But they are ready, I'm ready to be responsible for being the best version of myself with a person. But you need the two of you to kind of feel that and have that intention, perhaps, for the relationship to be more balanced and officialized, perhaps, I guess. I mean, it varies from one situation to the other, be it its age, be it its conditions, be it its gender differences. Everything counts, okay? Everything counts. Even though I don't mention them, if you kind of have that situation, you can always incorporate it, okay? But you just need to discern the situation. I'm not saying judge the situation, discern the situation, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piles, and go ahead, choose them, and I will see you in your timestamps, okay? So pile 1, whoever chose the Rider deck, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So we're gonna start off by creating your pleasure oracle, okay? We're gonna start off by creating your pleasure oracle, okay? So what I'm gonna do with the pleasure oracle is I'm gonna shuffle it with you in head, okay? So whoever is abundance that chose that one, be it your one person or several, what you need to know. I had 3 cards that flipped, but then again, I'm gonna have to choose. So without peeking, select 3 cards and place them image up. So we're gonna just, without peeking, okay? I need to just close my eyes. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, so I chose them without peeking. So let us start. So first card is your truest desire, okay? Or it's a partner. That's your truest desire. So we're going to use 2 techniques here. So first one, beautiful time. Your desire is to have a beautiful time with yourself and with your partner. Okay, it's good quality time, but beautiful time. Okay, so you have our lives will be as mundane, alienated, and distraction filled as we allow. Okay, time is an oppressive force when dictated by the few over the many in a bid for money and dominance. Okay, the situationists use the slogan "Live without dead time" to protest this twisted spectacle. They advocated instead for spontaneity, creativity, and breaking free of the mental prisons we place ourselves in. So perhaps you wish to kind of go from a more mundane place to a more like, creative and spontaneous and breaking free from rules or conditions, mental prisons. So you want to be out of your biggest desire, or your truest desire, is to have quality time with a person without feeling like you need to buy them something, or they need to buy you something, or it's more your visual stuff, or what you're wearing and how much money you have in the bank, those kind of stuff. You want someone who's more creative, who's breaking free, or who's not judgmental that much, who's not materialistic perhaps with you, or you wish to be in the state yourself. Okay, so the action you need to take connected to your truest desire is, while we need to spend a large amount of it doing things we don't want to do, like work perhaps, I don't do that because I do what I like to do. But many people are not fortunate enough to do so, or many people have not learned to love their job, okay? So in this case, we're just going to go with this context. So while we need to spend a large amount of it doing things we don't want to do, it's our perspective on them that's a personal choice, okay? As is the way we spend our time both inside and outside of those mandatory spaces, okay? So in whatever way you can, take your beautiful time back, okay? So you can create beautiful time for yourself, or you can create space for a person like that. So let's go with, or a person can create that for you, it's like that. Now, what's standing in the way of this? So you have the beautiful time, which is your truest desire. Then we have the serpent, who's blocking you getting there. Okay, so in a world that deals in oppression and dominance, empowerment is often equated with sin. Okay, so we're really guilt tripping here a bit. Okay, so it's either guilt tripping, or we're really like we're authoritative perhaps, or we're more business oriented or career focused, or the environment where you live perhaps is very career focused and controlling perhaps. So just as Eve was admonished for tasting the fruit of knowledge, okay, so our contemporary culture still finds sexual self-awareness unappealing. Okay, so perhaps you find sexual self-awareness unappealing, okay, and you're feeling like whatever you wish, or you're more judgmental connected to certain self-awareness, sexual self-awareness habits, or not habits, like beginning deconditioning, okay? But to know thyself is the mystic's greatest work and the lover's greatest test, okay? So you need to somehow break the ice with your own opinion of how sex should be, okay? For some of you, perhaps you could be virgins, as you can be very traditional people, I don't know, okay? I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm so sorry. It's just, if you want to have beautiful time with someone, then you should get out of the idea that everything has to be like a cubicle. You should stop seeing things like this, okay? Start seeing things like this. But this is what you want. You want to see things more openly, right? Without feeling like you're judging yourself, or without feeling like you need to kind of prove the person that you're meeting their expectations, or are you gorgeous, or it's more physical elements, you know? This one, or you're ashamed of your own body, or you're shaming, you have a tendency to shame people who are kind of like not pretty or fat or something of the sort, or you feel that people do this to you. Could be. Okay, so just remember to, okay, just as Eve was demolished for tasting the fruit of knowledge, so our contemporary culture still finds sexual self-awareness unappealing. It's not appealing to some people, but then again, if you start really exploring, just gonna realize to what point your body is sensitive and sensuous, okay? And you will feel more sexier within yourself. I guarantee this to you, okay? I feel that way. I felt that way. At first, I was very traditional as a person. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep my virginity for that one person, etc. And I would never masturbate on my own. You know, that kind of stuff. It's more like body shaming. It's like those who masturbate, blah, 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 will never kind of like, you know, it's better if a person does it to me. But then again, you have to realize that you need to know what gives you pleasure as a man or a woman, so that you can teach your lover, okay? But to know thyself is the mystic's greatest work and the lover's greatest test. You as a lover, if you want to be the best lover, or you want your person to be satisfied, at least you have to know how to satisfy yourself, so that you will kind of be able to mirror the element that, because I was able to satisfy myself, I can satisfy you as a person. You know, it's like that. So that's what will create a beautiful time. Okay, it's your truest desire, but it's also your biggest, perhaps, blockage, is that you see things in a more oppressed and dominant. And if ever somebody were to empower you, let's say, it is often equated with sin. As if, like, if I am empowering you or I'm encouraging you to do masturbation, you're looking at me as if I'm telling you this is sinful. But then again, what I'm trying to tell you is that I want you to empower yourself by knowing and learning what your tastes are. What do you like to touch yourself? How do you climax? Or what kind of sound makes you excited? If you don't get out of your comfort zone like this, then definitely you will not know what beautiful time is, even though that's what you want. But it's the biggest taboo of your life, perhaps. You know, it's that apple element. It's the knowledge of knowing thyself. It's not just in the form of pleasure. I mean, sexual pleasure doesn't need to be in masturbation. It could also be dancing. Never knew you could dance like that, and that would give you pleasure. Or you never knew, like, eating that specific food that you were judging was not good because you've been oppressing and you've been dominating that section, and that you're kind of judgmental about it, so you've never eaten it, right? So you never explored it, so it's not really interesting to you. It's more judgmental mentality, this one. You're a bit judgmental with your own, like, desires. So sometimes you feel like you want this, but then again, what's stopping you is that you feel like it's taboo. So you guilt trip, you self-sabotage here, okay? Connected to your person, as it could be connected to your own, like, good quality with yourself. Okay? So the action you need to take to, or the action that you do, perhaps this one, so that you can get over this oppression and dominance dynamic a bit, okay? Unless you're comfortable with that and you don't want to change and you know that you're stubborn like that, then definitely you decide to be you always, okay? I'm not saying anything, okay? Just be you. Just be yourself. That's it. So the more we know about ourselves, especially as shadow selves, so the shadow side, which is the devil side, the more we understand the people in our lives and society at scale. Oh yeah, this is 100% true, okay? What are desires, fears, and drives are you repressing from yourself? Okay, so what are your desires, fears, and drives that you are repressing from yourself? Just reflect on it, and little by little, like someday when you feel very relaxed or chill, or you feel courageous and you feel like you want to try something different, just for the sake of like bringing diversity in your life, you can try to kind of do them sometimes. Okay, if you're scared that people will judge you, then just do it on your own, perhaps. Okay, sometimes it's just that you just need to start somewhere, and then you realize that you kind of will attract people that are into that, so you'll kind of see if you're comfortable going extreme or not. Okay, now if I'm going extreme, it's more like, you know, jump into the water, completely dive into it, or you can just like tippy toe a bit, like with your feet, or like, you know, like put your hand inside and just feel what it looks like and feels like. You know, it's just exploring. That's very simple. It's hard at first, for sure. Okay, it was so hard for me. I'm talking with experience. It was hard for me. Exploring myself, okay, but alone. Overall, it's not with another person. How can you dig them up daily? So overall, it's more, what are your desires, fears, and drives that you are repressing from yourself? That's one question you need to answer and reflect on. How can you dig them up daily? Okay, or tippy toe, or explore them a bit. And then how would your life transform if you embraced and integrated them without judgment? You should not judge yourself, okay, when you're doing it. And don't be afraid to taste the fruit, okay? This is 100% what I want you to understand. It's very important, but this is what's blocking you. It's like the apple is right in front of you. Like, you want to eat that apple. It looks so good, and it's more like, it tastes like good, and you're hungry for it, okay? Like, you're desiring it. You're hungry for it. You're really hungry. You're starving. And you're not touching it because somebody told you, or you kind of have a certain idea, perhaps, that, you know, you will be judged if you taste the apple. You will be condemned if you taste the apple. The knowledge element, how to satisfy yourself, how to get to learn what your likes and dislikes are. Genuinely. I'm not talking what other people told you, or I'm not talking what a person who you're giving more value to is telling you is right for you. Okay? Because if you're more domineering and oppressed, then it means that you have somebody who's on top of your head, yourself, that you're replacing, or you're kind of under, even though you have authority somehow. Yeah. You don't see it that way, but then again, sometimes it's the other way around. Just need to wake up to that possibility. Okay, so how would your life transform? Good or bad? It's just that you need to prepare yourself consciously to go there and integrate them without judgment. You're not gonna judge yourself, and you're not gonna like allow other people's judgment to have a certain say in your life. It's a lot of empowerment, but then again, for some of you feel like this empowerment is a sin. I shouldn't be saying this to you, but I've never I stopped criminalizing myself, and I stopped criminalizing other people for what they're doing, and that in itself is a release element of mine. Okay, I feel liberated, and I will always say this to other people. I'm not saying go extreme. No, that's not what I'm saying. You just do what you feel you're comfortable doing without harming anybody else, obviously. So you need a willing partner, perhaps, if your desires are a bit more extreme, okay? You understand, right? So who benefits? Now this one, it's more the second one. So the second card was also representing you. So you're the more, I'm not going to say religious. You could be traditional. You could be judgmental. You could be very like self-sabotaging type of person. And who your person is, it's more the type that doesn't like that much the mundane elements. They like to be more creative, unconditioned, and spontaneous, you know? as it could be the blockage here, and this is your desire. Okay, we're killing two birds with one stone. Okay, the one stone is the 3 cards here. Okay, we're using it with 2 perceptions. I'm pretty sure you're following me well. Then we have the last card is your chemistry together, or how to overcome this situation. Okay, so who benefits? The chemistry is who benefits, or the situation that will overcome this. So who benefits from your shame? Okay, yeah, who will benefit from your shame? I mean, think about it. What forces of oppression want to see you small, shamed, and unworthy? And why? Okay? This is your invitation into a deeper understanding of the social structures of shame. The more you know where it comes from, the more you realize this shame is not your own and it's not permanent. Okay? So stop body shaming. Okay? The way you can overcome this is stop shaming other people for what they're doing. Okay? And stop shaming yourself for what you think is like taboo or sinful. Okay? And who benefits from your shame? Perhaps many people, because it varies from one person to the other. Okay? But this is if we're giving more importance to other people's judgments. We're giving more importance to reputation. We're giving more importance to, I don't know, like ego tripping, power tripping kind of stuff. If you have a tendency to do that, it's normal. I'm telling you, it's normal. So this is your invitation into a deeper understanding of the social structure of shame. Okay, there's different hierarchies or levels of shame. And the more you know where it comes from, where does it come? Who is always shaming you, or who taught you to shame yourself? And what's the why did they do that to you? And do you think you deserve to shame yourself for feeling that way, or no? You have to kind of get out of a certain submissive, brainwashed principles sometimes. Okay, but it varies from one situation to the other. As I mentioned, I cannot say it's brainwashing because it's conditioning more than brainwashing. Okay, because you don't know any better, and you've grown up in this kind of environment, or you have faith in this, or this is what you liked, or this is why your family kind of led you there, then that's outside of your control. But then again, you can always change things. Okay, so the more you know where it comes from, the more you realize the shame is not your own. It's not your own though, and it's not permanent. You can definitely change it. So the action that you need to do is shift it by showering yourself with unconditional love and rich adoration. Okay, this is definitely true. Worthiness is a muscle that must be exercised to become stronger. Okay, so it's a muscle in your body, worthiness. And it needs to be practiced and exercised to become stronger. Okay, so actively disengage with ideas, people, and imagery that would have you doubt your worth. Okay, so actively disengage. Detach yourself with ideas or people or images that would have you doubt your worth. So if I was always a fat girl, let's say, and I would kind of look at magazines, you have to actively disengage looking at those images that make you feel like, oh, I'm not sexy enough, or no, I don't have this perfect, like, I don't know, hip to waist ratio, or oh my god, my feet are big, or people that have a tendency to shame you or to judge you or to say that you're too sexy, or you're not hot enough, or something of the sort. You don't have abs. You have to actively disengage with people like that, so that you at least know what your real worth is, because those people always will kind of make you doubt your worth. Okay, so your sensuality is part of that worth. It's time you claim it. Obviously, who benefits from this? Nobody. You're the one who's losing all the pleasure, all the exploration. Your life and your body is going by you, you know, and you will not know what the worth of it was because you gave more value to other people's judgments more than your own. Okay? So these were your chemistry together. So who will benefit? Perhaps it could be very mundane in the form of like, what are you going to benefit from shaming me? Perhaps. Or what am I going to benefit from shaming you? Negative energy. The reality is nobody's going to benefit from it. It's just that it's going to generate negative energy. You're not going to feel sexy. I'm not going to feel sexy. You're not going to feel like you're worthy of me. I'm not going to feel like I'm worthy of you. As you can empower this in the form of, you will not shame me because you will understand that I'm worthy of your love. And so you are worthy of my love, my exploration kind of stuff. You understand? It's like that. So if it was not clear, then I apologize. I have no other way of saying it. So let us start by spreading the Celtic spread connected to your karma. What do you need to do? What do you need to release? So we're going to talk about what actions or what vibe this person is attracted to. Okay? So what the person hunger. I like it when you show me you desire me. I like to feel like I want to taste you. I want to reach out to you. I want to, like gaze in your eyes, hungry like that, like that vibe. I like that vibe in people. So let's say I like men to desire me, or I like the woman to show me she desires me. Like that. She's licking her lips. The vibe is that, okay? This is the vibe they're attracted to. Okay? What would they like, the person that they like to, surrender. Sweet surrender. It's more like the action that you need to do overall, this one, is that you have to surrender to me. Okay? And you have to be hungry for me, but you have to surrender to me so that I can be hungry for you. It's like that. Okay. You need to feel like I'm gonna devour you or something, okay? So it's sinful, perhaps, this one. And what kind of energy? Self-confidence. It's very important, okay? They like to feel confident when you're there, okay? They like to feel like they're hungry to get to know you, okay? It's like that. This is what they like in general. A person who is confident, who knows that they're worthy, and who kind of has the vibe that they're hungry for them. Okay, so you have to show me that you're hungry for me too. You're hungry for me so that you can surrender to me, or I can surrender to you. And overall, what kind of relationship I like to have with my person is that I feel worthy. I feel confident in myself. I have my self-confidence. No matter if I have, I don't know, like a fat cheeks, or I don't know, like tights, or like a big, like, I don't know, like jelly fat around my waist, I still feel sexy with you. Okay, it's more sex appeal, perhaps, this one. So let's create the Celtic spread. So you guys, what is your karma? What do you need to do connected to this person? What's your karma? What's your destiny that you need to unfold, or you will not? It's up to you. But we're going to go ideal world, this one, where you have the strength and the stars are shining bright, okay? There's like this, what do you call it? A night of faith, perhaps, where you have the courage to, manifest a good relationship. You're making your truest desire come true by overcoming the taboo element and, not shaming yourself. You're worthy, okay? You know you're worthy. Okay. I really cannot make this up, guys. I'm so, like, it's hilarious. Oh my god. We have the devil card. Look, this one, you need to unleash the be unleashed and inhibited. Okay, uninhibited. Like, you should not, I'm not gonna say control yourself, but this one, it's more like what you need to do is to take control here. Chain yourself to this person. You like them, right? Face the taboo element, okay? Face your shadow sides, okay? Because what's happening here, you don't see it, but if you're not facing the darkness, there's no light entering there. So you're either black or white, technically. And white sometimes is very objectified. Okay? So if you want to get to know you better, your subconscious is part of the shadow side. Okay? And shedding the light in the shadow side is how you heal. Okay? How you, like, discover your subconscious, your fullest potentials. You need challenges in life so that your soul will live on. Unless, if you don't do it, then you feel dead, right? You feel like there's no purpose in life, kind of thing. So you have the Devil card. So with this one, perhaps, try to bond yourself to this one. I'm not saying violently. I'm not saying jump on them. I'm just saying either face your own shadow side. There's nothing wrong. Okay, at first it's a bit hard because it's hard to kind of see yourself a specific way. But what you're not aware of is that you should just get out of that mentality that you're divide and conquer all the time. Divide and conquer all the time. The moment you start releasing those mental patterns that don't serve you, you realize that you feel more liberated. People have less control over you. You will not allow people to control you because you will know what your own worth is. Right now, perhaps you don't know what your worth is. And that's what's causing you pain, perhaps. You think you're happy in it, but then again, you're not aware that you're living a life of conditions. This is right, this is wrong, and perhaps this is not the way you see it. You never had the space to kind of let your mind wander, perhaps. Let your spirit wander, perhaps, you know? What's your challenge connected to this person? It's your own desire. It's your wish fulfillment. You're not making your wish, like, you want this apple, as I mentioned, it's the apple you want, but you're not tasting it because you're afraid of judgment. Or you're afraid of your own self, but you should not be afraid of your own self. Never. I remember when I was depressed and I was really not, I was not awake, okay? I didn't have tarot. I always had issues tapping into a more harmonious relationship with myself. I always degraded myself. I was self-sabotaged. I always kind of judged myself. I wanted to be that perfect girl everybody loved and was useful to everybody. But then again, I never realized that my mentality like that would make people use me, take me for granted. Then again, I was very judgmental, so people judged me, but they took me for granted, and then I felt like I was unworthy. But because I wanted to please other people all the time, I didn't know what my likes and dislikes were. I didn't know what my potentials were. And the moment I started, kind of exploring what my shadow side was, I started growing up somehow. Because I started shedding light in my... what are my likes? What are my my deepest fantasies? Sinfulest fantasies. And once I started making them one by one, I kind of realized that it's just a thing that you've kind of repressed so much that it became so important to the point that you put that desire in the form of on a pedestal. So you, a person on who are you to be, who are you to go to there, who are you to, it's who are you to try that, okay? And if ever you were to try that, because of your self-esteem, your so low self-esteem, you would kind of judge yourself, degrade yourself, and that element of self-judging, objectifying yourself creates a lot of negative energy. And if you do some researches like aura or radiology, what does a person who is depressed or who is kind of always in a stress situation have an energy of, and what does a person who is happier or more, self-recognized, confident, passionate have the energy. Now, if it's more lighter, then it means that there's an energy outburst. The more you kind of degrade yourself, the more you kind of think of what other people are going to think of you. What is your reputation? It creates a lot of stress, and stress, it's not good for your cells. On a chemical level in the body, it's not good. It creates a more acidic flow in the body. So in the initial phase, what you need to do connected to this person is that you need to tame your ego, okay? You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to recognize yourself, and you have to believe that you are worthy of love. You have to open your heart chakra somehow, okay? Or tap into a more spiritual environment, or kind of find a group that you could trust, or do some yoga perhaps. I don't know about yoga, but there are certain places that help you cleanse yourself, pamper yourself, purify your body, your energy, etc. There are places you can find them, only if you were to seek for it, and always make sure that you're safe, obviously. So, and then with the Page of Wands energy, what do you need to do with this person? So you have the Five of Cups. What does the person need to do, or what are you gonna do perhaps? But this one, the karma with this person is perhaps to face the reality that you not acting, or you not facing your shadow side with this person, you're gonna make the person feel more conflicted towards you. They'll overthink the situation because you're kind of not facing your shadow side, because in your headspace you're focusing so much more on what other people are saying, or the pessimistic energy connected to the third party. You're still stuck in the past. Unfortunately, this one, what you need to do is you need to get over the missed opportunity with the addiction, the third party, other people's emotions not being satisfied. Because in some way, what you're not realizing in this card, but this is also your karma, because you're like, there's so much judgment perhaps that you put on yourself, be it you've been in relationships or not, and how your previous relationships were. Because the reason why you have to face your shadow side and, bond with this one a bit is so that you can be happy. You can celebrate a bit somehow. Perhaps in your life you don't do what you want to do. This, I don't know who I'm reading this for, but you have to do some part of what you want to do, right? It's not about pleasing other people. It's not about being the puppet of other people. You don't realize this. Very triggering when I say this, but what you feel like perhaps right now is that you're like a puppet. You feel like a doll. As a person, okay? But then again, I'm saying this with like utmost respect, okay? Like, just I kind of reading this. If it's true triggering, I'm 100% sure you stopped it, okay? You stop watching this. So for some of you, the karma, what you need to do for some of you so that you can wake up to something is that you're gonna have a missed opportunity with this person, but you're still stuck in the past. Because in your headspace, you're self-sabotaging because you need to be fair and square somehow. But it's more in the form of money, or it's more in the form of reputation. It's more in the form of like being generous. You feel like you will be the generous type of person if you were to not give up on the third party. But the third party is no longer there. The addictions are no longer there. Other people's judgments of you are no longer there. They're facing elsewhere. They're preoccupied elsewhere. Their emotions, like the negative things I kind of said or what you did to me, I don't care about them anymore as a third party people. Now, if I kind of shamed you and if I did those things, then definitely I don't give a shit about what your opinion are, because I'm invested elsewhere. Okay, and I will always do this. It's a pattern of theirs. I'm not going to say toxic people's pattern. It's just judgmental type of people will always be judgmental. Can't change people unless they wake up to certain stuff. Okay? So for most of you, the main two things that you need to, understand in this, the karma that you need to face with this one, is to discover or face your own addictions, face your own hunger, face your own demons with them. There's nothing wrong by being weak. Okay? That's it. Okay? This one, it took at least an hour. Okay. Why did I choose to do this? Okay. It's okay. So this is what you need to face as in the form of a karma with this one. Okay, so that was it. Now pile 2, whoever chose Casanova Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see pile 2. How should you act, or what type of karma you need to release with this person? Okay, what is the karma with this person? And before we start, I'm gonna give you a 3-deck reading. So there's gonna be 2 different spreads. The first one is the Celtic spread, and then the second one is the Celtic spread. And the first one will be just a 3-card reading, okay, with the Pleasure Oracle, obviously. So, pile 2. I'm gonna shuffle this with you in mind, perhaps whoever the abundance, or I'll just shuffle with abundance in head, okay? But every single one of you who chose this pile, I have faith that you need to listen to this, okay? It might be advised, as it might not be, you'll know, okay? So let us open, and I'm just gonna choose them with my eyes closed. Okay. Gucci. So, the first card could be, we're gonna kill 2 stones with 1 bird, okay? 2 birds with 1 stone, I'm sorry. Anyways, first card is either your truest desire or the partner you wish to attract in your life, okay? Your ideal partner, perhaps, technically, or the person we're talking about here in this situation. Second card is more what is the blockage, okay? What's standing in the way of you having your truest desire or being with this person, technically? Or in some ways, the other one is the other person. This is the other person's energy and your partner energy. And the third one is either the solution, how to overcome the blockage so that you can have your truest desire, as it could be the chemistry together with this partner. Okay, so we'll read and you just kind of follow through with it. And so your truest desire is that you're alive, you want to feel alive, okay? So to experience hurt and loss is to become more wise, okay? Nothing good ever came from playing it safe, okay? Whereas risks may contain injury, it also contains every imaginable treasure. So dare yourself to do something major. It's by moving through pain rather than bypassing it that we come face to face with pleasure. That goes for life as much as it does kink. So the action is, because life's heartbreaks will come whether you welcome them or not. You may as well invite them in and accept their gifts. It would be rude not to. To feel pain is to know you're alive. And what a gift that is. Your truest desire is perhaps you want to feel pain, but you're afraid of pain. Your biggest desire is to move through pain rather than bypassing it. That we come face to face with pleasure. So this is your truest desire, or it's a partner. Oh my God, it's your partner. This one is your partner, the first card. It's not you. This one is you. So this is the partner who thrives on pain, perhaps, this one. Or they like to inflict pain, but that's also what you like. This is what you wish to attract in your life, perhaps. So just need to know that we're working through pain. It can be a pleasure, okay? So it's a pleasure-driven person also, could be. Now, what's blocking this, which is you, yourself? So while love, okay, the space between. You're the space between, so you're the distance. You're creating the distance. You are the distance. Okay, this one. While love wants physical and emotional closeness, sex needs distance. Okay? In the realm of sensual desire, what's mysterious is what's more electrifying. Have you ever met someone who came on too strong? Have you ever spent too much time with a partner? It might have made you happy initially, but it likely didn't arouse you. Interesting. So action. We're taught to smother those we're attracted to obsess over and dissolve into them. Not only is that unattractive to our base sexual selves, it's no way to live. Okay? Instead, aspire to live stimulating, full, spacious lives from those you're intimate with. Do more of your own thing. Pleasure is found in mystery. So this is what's blocking you, perhaps. It could also be that you like to distance yourself. You don't like to face pain that much. You don't like to spend too much time with your person. You like the space in between. This is what's blocking you, though. Because you don't want to obsess and dissolve into them. Or you know that you have this characteristic also. Because sometimes you like to keep the distance because you know it can be clingy too. So this is you, and that was your partner. Your partner is more alive, perhaps. They like to kind of not play it safe at all. And they're the type that whether or not they face things, perhaps, and they're ready to face them. But perhaps you're the type that likes to, not... I'm not going to say not face them. It's just that you like to keep a distance. But when you keep a distance or you're too, dissolved in the person, then you kind of... It's a bit that dynamic here. Then, the third one is the chemistry together. Okay? So, time to ripen. Okay. So, in answer to most of life's questions, give it time. So, the chemistry... with this person, you need to give it time. Time makes everything better if you observe its passing. Experience makes one wiser if you reflect on its lessons. And aging cultivates a greater capacity for pleasure if you simply allow it to. Like a flower blooming or a peach ripening in the sun, there is so much beauty in how the unfolding of time marks you. Okay? And then the action. Savor it to experience the fullest of life. Curse aging and you deny yourself the pleasure of being completely present in your own life. Getting older is a gift not all of us have the luxury of receiving. Cherish it daily. Okay, so the chemistry or the thing that will overcome this is to give it time. If you're going out with this one or you're interested in this one, just know that this person is very much straightforwardly, they go into pain or they're like very alive, but this is also your truest desire that's coming in the form of a person who can inflict pain on you. And you yourself, who can also be the obstacle, like the blockage here is that you rather, you know, either spend too much time with them or not at all, kind of thing. Perhaps that's the blockage, perhaps, or the space between. So your desire is to be alive, okay, but your blockage is the space between time to ripen. So it's definitely like that. Just live your life day to day. Understand that pain could sometimes bring you pleasure, okay? But overcoming the pain is also where the pleasure is. So the space between. But also being too clingy or being too distant, it's not very, you don't feel sexy doing those things. So the chemistry together, you might get better with time, perhaps. Like a flower blooming or a peach ripening in the sun, there is so much beauty in how the unfolding of time marks you. So it could mark you somehow, but it's overall the lessons that you're gonna learn with this person that is gonna, you know, create that chemistry somehow. Okay, so what is the karma with this person? Okay, so it's more what vibe does this person attracted to. So this person likes balance a lot, so they like to embrace a lot of stuff, face reality, and kind of you know, they're more balanced. They like balanced energy, so you need to have a more balanced and self-trust dynamic to you. Because sometimes if your person is more that I'm alive, but being alive, you go through like pain and pleasure, technically. For going this psychology, you know, the pleasure psychology, oracle deck, technically. But your person is attracted to people who are very whole and balanced. Okay, so I'm attracted to this dynamic. Okay. Be it how do I flirt or how do I like to be flirted. Okay, so you have jealousy and possessiveness. This person likes it either when you are jealous and possessive with them, or they are the jealous and possessive type towards you. And what will this, so if you are jealous and possessive with them, it could create some kind of dynamic. Or if you're the jealous and possessive type with me, then I like it. Perhaps it works well, because if you're the space between, you also could be very clingy on them, as you might be very distant on them. So perhaps this duality of yours could interest him or her, because if he or she is alive, then they might like the pain element that comes with being jealous, or, you know, inflicting the pain on you or something of the sort. Okay, it could be S&M stuff, as it might not be, but it's pretty logical for going there. And how they're gonna feel, it's bliss. Okay, so what's the karma with this person, or what you have to do with them is to be comfortable with them being jealous, perhaps, and pleasing you, perhaps, this one. But then again, perhaps it's the painful situation for you because you like to be either clingy or you like to keep the distance sometimes. Could be. Varies from one situation to the other. So, as the viewer, what do you need to do karma-wise? So, you have the Eight of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords. I don't know. Like, you're gonna have either a sexual condition, something of that sort. And what's your challenge is the Judgment card. Showcase yourself. She's showcasing herself here too, okay? So there's a lot of like synchronicities here. So you have the reason why you have, what's the karma here with this person is the Hangman. You've been hanging way too much for some part, okay? So in the initial, you have the Two of Cups. What's your karma with this one? In the middle section, you have Nine of Cups. Okay, this is very sexual, guys. Okay, like I cannot, like this is 18 plus. Okay, and then in the near future, you have the Temperance card with the Four of Cups in reverse, and we have the Balance card. Okay, like we have the Justice card in reverse. Obviously, balance and trust are the vibe your person is attracted to. Okay, so if you're the space in between, perhaps you could be the person that is more balanced here than the other one, your partner, who is more like fearless, and they kind of like face pain, or they neglect the pain also could be. Okay, so this one, there could be some kind of condition, the karma you need to face with the Eight of Swords. It's either you're gonna be sick or you're gonna have a sexual condition with this one. Why you're gonna have that is because you've been hanging. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. This one, there's a lot of S&M, okay, with this person. I'm gonna go literal because this is what I'm getting. For some of you, just be careful if we're incorporating some ropes and stuff like that. Just know that your body is muscles and nerves, okay? It can definitely give you pleasure with pain, but then again, the karma you're gonna have to face is to be in a very serious situation where you cannot sleep with the person. Okay, you will not be able to, your person might not be able to penetrate you or something of the sort. Why? Because you did certain dangerous positions together, or something of the sort. Okay, hanging energy here. That's what I channeled. Okay, with S&M stuff. Only for those who do S&M. Okay, you'll know. And the challenge here with this person is to kind of challenge connected to the karma. Perhaps for some of you, you're not because I might be reading to players, okay? Like players or guys who fuck around and you have like certain obsessions, let's say. And with the Eight of Swords energy, you could be the type that sleeps around. And the karma around the situation of sleeping around could be that you're gonna get STD or something of the sort. Why? Because you've been hanging and you've been like, being having debauchery ways, you know. And your challenge here is to face the judgment, you know, face the situation, face the karma somehow. Okay. So in the initial, when you're kind of like doing whatever you're doing, you're gonna do them and you're gonna enjoy yourself. With the Nine of Cups, it's more you're gonna feel very fulfilled that you're enjoying yourself with this many females or males perhaps. And at the end, what's gonna happen is that, you know, with the Four of Cups, you're gonna wish to not sleep with people because of your condition. You can't have any of those. It's either, look, I don't wish to manifest anything of that sort to nobody, but for some of you, this is definitely Casanova, okay? So Casanova people, if you have a reputation to fuck around or sleep around, it's your own responsibility for sure, okay? It's just that it's enjoyable, it's fun, and perhaps the love of your life could be someone similar to you, as it could be somebody who brings you this, you know, like sickness, as it could be the person you will love, okay, but you're gonna give this person your sickness. So the woman will not be able to sleep with you or any other person, and, you know, have to heal somehow, or you're gonna have to heal her, as it could be you're the person like something of the sort. What's the karma here is that you're gonna have a dysfunction perhaps. You're why am I going in this? Oh god. For sure you're gonna enjoy yourself, for sure, okay? Like, what's gonna happen, you're gonna be in a couple relationship, perhaps if this is a one-on-one, okay? But what's the karma? What you need to do perhaps is to kind of get yourself checked, okay? First, get yourself checked. Whoever you are, female or male, you have to just get yourself checked. Why? So that you can, you know, not hang there in the situation of being sick and not knowing it and sleeping around with people, or not dealing with the situation faster, okay? So what's your challenge is to not judge this woman who's kind of like coming towards you, or who's showcasing themselves or something of the sort, okay? So what will happen in the initial, the karma with this person, is you're going to be in a relationship, or you're going to make out with them, or you're going to sleep with them overall, and you're going to love it, okay? You're going to love it. You're going to be like lovers. With the Nine of Swords afterwards, it could be with the same woman, as it could be another woman. You're gonna have opportunities where you're gonna deceive this person, okay? You're gonna start being in a relationship with someone. The karma with this person is that you're gonna be in a serious relationship with her or him, and then you're gonna cheat on him. You're gonna cheat on this person, or this man is gonna cheat on you. If you're the man, it's the man. If it's the woman, it's the other way around, as you will know who's gonna do this. And in the near future, basically, the woman will kind of not wish to sleep with the man, and she's gonna heal somehow, okay? By taking care of herself, okay? And the man will not even be able to sleep with other females, because he's gonna have a kind of sexually transmitted sickness, okay? That's it, pile 2. That's all, okay? Like, I'm so sorry. It's just what I had to release, okay? So I'm kind of like, what am I saying? I don't even know, okay? And this is the judgment, okay? This is like the justice. This is fair and square for you, perhaps. I don't know what type of karma you have, but if you're gonna cheat on her, you're gonna cheat on her, whoever it is, okay? So you'll know. You're gonna be in a relationship with this woman or this man, and then this man will cheat on you, if you're the woman, with another person. Consciously. Okay? This is the karma with this person. So your partner will cause you pain, want it or not. You can't bypass it somehow. And the solution here to overcome the situation is that you need to give yourself time to heal, or give yourself time to heal about the situation, be it a physical situation as it could be an emotional situation. Okay, so that's it, pile 2. I hope it resonated. I'm so sorry. Okay, you can definitely change the way it is. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Pile 3, whoever chose Tarot of Sexual Magic, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see what you need to do to face the karma with this person. Okay, so there's karma you need to face with this person who you're interested in, perhaps. What is the lesson, somehow, etc. Okay, so what is your end of the bargain? You need to kind of at least accomplish so that the karma with this person will be finalized or liberated. Or what kind of karma do you have with this person? It could also be that way. Okay, Sexual Magic Tarot. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Pleasure Oracle. This is more about your true desire, your partner, you, what's blocking the situation, and how to overcome it, or the chemistry together. So I'm going to be killing 2 birds with 1 stone with the same 3 cards, okay? So the first card, as I mentioned, it's either your truest desire, or the partner you wish to manifest, or the partner you're here for. Second one, it's more the card that represents you. Or it's more the blockage that's causing you not to get to your truest desire. And the third card is overall the chemistry of you and your partner, or how to overcome the solution connected to it. I'm gonna close my eyes and we're gonna just select them for you. So, the partner you wish, who's your partner, or your truest desire, be it it's not connected with a person, okay? So justified and ancient. Okay, so are you aspiring to make your ancestors proud? Okay, how do you embody them every day? To connect to our way back lineage is to fortify our worth, our dignity, and our belonging in a tapestry of time. When we embrace pleasure in the name of those who came before us, we honor them and their legacy. Okay, so it doesn't matter if we don't know their story, they live in us. So your person could be, your partner who you're here for could be very majestic, very justified and ancient, very old soul perhaps, and someone who is honorable, as it's your desire perhaps to be honored as a person. Your desire is to, acknowledge the ancestors that live within you, and to kind of, embrace the pleasure in the name of those who came before you. Okay, that's your, it's very rooted somehow. Okay, so it's be it your desires to be rooted in yourself perhaps, as it's more doing homage or honor your ancestors, as it could be the person you're here for is a very ancient and old soul. Okay, so action. Our ancestors have a lot to teach us. No matter our cultural and genetic backgrounds, our progenitors knew pain and they knew bliss. Okay, they knew the earth, their bodies, and their connection to all living things. They ask us, research and remember. So this person could be a very spiritual person if this is a partner. Okay, as this is what you wish to embrace in your life. You wish to be more rooted in reality, or be more grounded with your relationships, and to honor your core somehow, your ancestors, by being happy in the present moment, because they were the ones that gave you they were the ones that you are part of somehow, This is it. So this is your truest desire. A partner that's wise, and you could do tantric sex with perhaps the one I kind of channel perhaps. So what is your energy, or what is the blockage here? Okay, so mutual worship. So you enjoy mutual worship overall. So a generous heart marks the genesis of devotion. Could be this type, but this is also what's blocking you. When we embody the spirit of generosity towards ourselves, we learn what to expect and accept from another. Okay, in any intimate exchange, to give and to receive pleasure in balanced proportion is the measure of mutuality. Perhaps you do this as you might not know how to do it. That's the thing. The blockage is you wish to be mutual worship, or you are eager to do the equal give and take, but you have no control over the other person, right? That's the thing, as you might be the one that wish it, you don't do those kind of stuff. So in any intimate exchange, to give and to receive pleasure in balanced proportion is the measure of mutuality. Okay, to be ravished without restraint is the price of knowing how to ravish without restraint right back. Because you have to mirror back. The thing is that it's blocking you is that you're not mirroring to the person. The more generous and harmonious the mutual worship, the greater the reward. Okay, so action. To give and to receive equally is a gift. Okay, don't hold back on one in the name of the other. Okay, perhaps you are holding back. Reciprocity is a dance. Okay, it requires two people giving their all in service of something transcendent. So reciprocity is a dance. Remember that. And you are receptive, but then again, believe also that it takes two to tango. So your person also is receptive to you. So you have to learn how to dance with your receptivity. If you're very receptive, don't think that you're just the only one who's receptive. Dance with the receptivity that you feel. If you have the eye contact with this person, dance with it more. Allow your person's gaze to, feel like your person is also receiving from you. Could be that way. If you're interested in them, believe that they're interested in you too, perhaps. Mutual worship. Use the mirror element as the blockage here is that it's either you mirror too much as you don't mirror enough. You don't think that your person is mirroring you. Could be. And the chemistry is divine imperfection. So you don't have a right to feel at home in your body by any means. You have a right and responsibility to breathe and appreciate the pure life flowing within you. Your blood pumping, your extremities moving, all of it. Even if your body often fails you, even if it doesn't feel like yours right now, even if it's laden with aesthetic flaws, you are alive, imperfectly so. Okay, that's what makes it so raw and real. Perhaps you're gonna have a good connection with this person. Okay, overall, it's nice. Okay, so the overall chemistry here, or the solution, is to feel alive and to, enjoy and embrace this divine imperfection that you both are. Okay, So even if it's Latin with aesthetic flaws, you are alive, imperfectly so. That's what makes it so raw and real. So the chemistry will be raw and real. Action. Everything beautiful and romantic about life is transient, impermanent, and imperfect. Okay? The asymmetrical limbs of a tree are poetry. That's so true. So too is your sacred, wondrous physical vessel. Gaze at it, touch it, sense its poetry, treasure it. So what kind of chemistry you guys will have? Treasure. You're gonna treasure each other, gaze at each other, touch each other, and you're gonna accept the fact that you're divinely imperfect. That's so nice. And also, just the solution is that nobody's perfect. You're alive, right? So be it you're alive or not, you need to embrace your ancestors. Your truest desire is to embrace your ancestors, but it's also to embrace yourself, to embrace the fact that you are a miracle and that your person is like a miracle. So it's more spiritual, perhaps, this one too. So what is the karma with this person? This one I had a good vibe, better than the first two, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna see what vibe this person, your partner perhaps, that you wish to know what the karma is with, they like. Okay, what vibe are they interested to stop? So people who have boundaries perhaps, so, or a person that knows how to stop them, block their way a bit. How do they want you to? Longing and desire. So this person likes to long and desire the person that they like, so that they like it when a person stops them from longing them, technically. And the triumph, yeah, this one is more a person that likes to be claimed, or it's a person that likes to be claimed, a person that likes to be stopped, you know. It's a person that's attracted to people that stop them and who long and desire them, like that. So what's the karma? What do you have to do connected to this person? You have the Ace of Mentacles. You have to give them a try, okay? Be grateful, appreciate them, you know, believe that your reciprocity is they're being receptive to. It's a dance, you know? What's your challenge is the Five of Swords. So it's shaking things up. Your challenge is to shake things up with this person, okay? The reason why it's that way, it's because of the Six of Pentacles with the King of the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is also the ancestor for me, okay? So when we were saying your partner is a more ancestors. Is that vibe, it's the virility, it's the seeding element, okay? It's where it's ancient knowledge, perhaps. So what is the karma you need to release with this person is to give them a try and be grateful for the situation. Why you should give them a try is because it's a man or a woman that is very bored inside, but on a physical way they show you that they have their shit together, but they're very bored inside, okay? That's why the vibe they like to go in is people that stop them, because they're bored, so they have entertainment somehow, okay? In the initial, it's more like what you have to do is somehow be playful energetically. And with the Four of Pentacles, believe that they hold on to you. With the Six of Chalices, so the karma here perhaps is to give them a try, give them an opportunity. Why? Because this person is very bored inside, okay? But on a physical level, they show that they have their shit together, obviously. So in the initial phase, we're kind of like saying the karma in the past is that you were energetically playful with them, okay? Now in the present moment, you're just gonna have the memory and fantasize about him and you know, hold on to them. And what's gonna happen in the near future, you have the Three of Pentacles. It's not physical cards, so I guess okay, you're gonna get married to this person, but I don't have the Empress here. I have the Queen of Pentacles. Do I have a King of Pentacles? Then what is this Emperor for? So what's the karma with this person? Perhaps you're going to get married to them, and when you're going to get married to them, you're going to have a child. And energetically, okay, perhaps the karma here with this person is that internally, you and your partner have a very good relationship with each other. It's just that on a physical level, we see that the man is more submissive to the woman. So this is the karma. You're going to be worshipped by your husband. Okay, and this could definitely be your husband. Because I have the Triumph card there, and I had a very positive, and overall, the karma is Ace of Pentacles, but look at this card. It's gorgeous. It's family oriented. It's, you know, being lovers and, you know, giving birth to children and, you know, being strong, etc. So this one is very positive. I don't want to lie to you. Very positive reading. So overall, just know that you just have to give them a try, okay? So once you give them a try, you're gonna realize to just what point they look very, like, they have their shit together, but then again, deep down inside, they're the most, like, they like to, you know, they're bored overall. So they need a partner like you, technically. Okay, so in the initial, it's more like you're gonna kind of be playful energetically. You're gonna hold on to him or her, and you're gonna have memories of them. And then in the near future, whatever happens is that somehow you guys meet each other and you kind of fall in love with each other deeply. But just so you know, the man was always attracted to you. Okay, so perhaps the karma with this person is that you always fantasize that this man wanted you technically, and you kind of have memory of them. Or it could be that you were past lovers, perhaps this one, or you kind of had a certain connection somehow in a certain dimension, could be, I don't know. And in the near future, he's gonna definitely worship you, and you will be worshipped, okay? Somehow. This is what you have to do. What's the karma with this one? It's a partner, perhaps a life partner, this one. That's it, pile 3. Now pile 4, whoever chose the Emperor. Okay, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see. Pile 4. What are you supposed to do connected to this person so they can release the karma? Okay, what's the karma with this woman or this man? So I'm gonna just start off with the Pleasure Oracle. We're gonna read advices perhaps for you to kind of attract pleasure in your life if you wish to, but it's in some way it's more sexual awareness. the deck and the oracle are more for sexual awareness. Okay, so it's many people that need that awakening element to feel more better in themselves or have a well-being connected to themselves. That's why we're doing it. Okay, so we're gonna hope that it's gonna be useful to you. If you don't wish to kind of participate in it, it's a waste of your time, you can definitely fast forward. So this one I'm gonna create I'm gonna shuffle, and then without peeking I'm gonna select 3 different cards. First card is gonna talk about your partner or your truest desire. Okay, yours, the viewers. Second card will represent either the blockage connected to your truest desire, the things that are blocking you from getting to your truest desire, from fulfilling your truest desires, as it could also be the other, you yourself. Okay, so the second card is going to represent you somehow, or the energy you are in, perhaps, that's blocking you, because you're blocking yourself from making your fullest, your truest desire a reality, right? It's always yourself. It's like us that kind of stop ourselves from going there. And the third card in some way is either the both of your chemistry together, as it could also be the solution to overcome the blockage to get to your truest desire. Okay, which could be either your partner or the desire that you have, wishing to have a certain type of relationship or a certain type of I don't know, sexual position, you know, kind of stuff. So I don't know, we'll see, as it could be just you yourself together with yourself. Technically it's not connected with other people. So I'm just gonna take a few seconds to choose. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. We Gucci. Okay, so the first card is saying Magic Hotline. I think I know this card. It's hilarious. Okay, so this is Ring Ring. It's your destiny as a fully expressed, whole and healthy sexual being on the line, okay? And just like the smutty old school hotlines, the universe is waiting to take your call. Sex magic is how you dial in. So your person might be the type that's into sexual magic. Perhaps they like tantric sex, or they like to manifest during sex, etc. Okay, so it's your destiny as a fully expressed, whole and healthy sexual being on the line. So this person could be of your destiny as a fully expressed, whole and healthy sexual being. Okay, sexual partner could be. Okay, so, and just like the smutty old school hotlines, okay, the universe is waiting to take your call. So your person is waiting to take your call like that, okay? This is hilarious. I'm sorry. Sex magic is how you dial it. So you can, the solution with this one is to perhaps learn about sexual magic, okay? Tantric sex or something of the sort, okay? Action. Whether solo or partnered, okay, so this about your person, okay, the partner, if we're talking about a person, as it could be about your own sexual being, energy, you know? So whether solo or partnered, sex magic works under the millennium-old assumption that when we increase our arousal, okay, we increase our energy, which in turns allows us to manifest, select our ideal reality on astral plane. which is 100% true, okay? That's why I'm always seeking for that myself. And the more pleasure, the more power, okay? The bigger the climax, assuming you have one, okay? The bigger the portal of possibility you open, allowing your heart's desire to flood into new areas of your life. Try it. Give them a call, perhaps. You know, like that. It's hilarious, this one. So give yourself this call, okay? Be it you embrace this yourself, okay? You try to give yourself the best orgasm you can by having the idea of what you wish to make a reality in your life. Be it it's for business sake, be it it's for career sake, be it it's for you yourself. You have a vision, you wish to make it accomplished sake. Anything is doable. Because sexual magic is like you're in a specific energy. Okay, your body, you generate a specific energy of gratitude, love, and, you know, climax. And once you're in that peak, when you put the intention, you release it in the world, technically. So it's an energetic release. You're using your body, your emotion, your passion, your spirit to enhance your own feeling good vibe, okay? So that once you're releasing it, okay, be it with a person or with yourself, it comes into reality. It's more like sending signals. It's more manifestation work, this one, okay? It could be occult science, it doesn't need to be. But it's also part of yoga too, okay? It's not yoga necessarily, but people who do yoga also, I find, have that ability. Because you generate energy somehow. So this is who your partner is, as it could be your biggest, you know, this is what your desire is, okay? Like you wish to, you know, face your destiny as a fully expressed, whole and healthy sexual being on the line, okay? Like that. Now, who are you, okay? Or what's the blockage here connected to arriving to this destination, okay? Come to me. Oh my god, you're the type that likes it when people go to you, perhaps. That's the blockage, perhaps, this one. But you have to make sure that you call this one, okay? So instead of this one coming to you, you call this one, okay? Like that. It's plain and simple, this one. If you want this person, you just need to call them. But instead, what's blocking you is that you want people to go to you, okay? It could be that way. So this being you or the blockage, okay? So come to me. Manifestation is a process of selection rather than literal magnetism, okay? That means co-creating your reality with the universe, picking your timeline and what happens therein with every choice you make. Simply wanting certain types of relationships isn't enough to call them in, okay? We're self-determined and autonomous beings. We can do better than wanting alone. Call them, okay? Your only blockage is that you should call them, not wait for them, okay? From a place of cosmic power, so the action you need to take, perhaps, or the action you're taking, that's blocking the flow here, perhaps, as it could be the advice around, okay? You'll be the judge of that. So from a place of cosmic power and agency, decide, okay? It's like boldly like that, decide. Then work on a deep subconscious level to truly accept your decision by understanding your worth and deservingness a priority. It's in bold. There's nothing wrong with a little come to me language when manifesting lovers. But remember, you're really coming to them. Okay, so you're really coming to them. So step wisely and create affirmations that affirm your agency. Okay, so that's it. It's just that you're not going towards them. That's the only thing that's blocking you, baby. Okay, it's like from this hotline, you know. Okay, so it's just few things you need to do. That's it. It's very close, perhaps. So what's the chemistry you have with this person? Okay, whoever's the magic hotline person with you, who's the come to me. Okay, as it could be the solution overcoming the coming to me. Okay. So that you can have access to the magic hotline, which is your partner, as it could be this desire of yours. Okay, to manifest things very easily sometimes. So the kindred seeker. Okay, so to take the path of the sensual seeker is to commit yourself to forever explore your emotional, physical, and mental terrains in the name of love. So perhaps the chemistry you're going to have with this woman or this man or your partner, okay, is to forever explore your emotional, physical, and mental terrains in the name of love. So there is love here, okay? So you'll meet others on your passage, but not all are seekers like you. Okay, plenty have no interest in self-acceptance, let alone self-love. Okay, and those who cannot love themselves cannot love you. So you have to make sure that this person also loves themselves so that they can love you. And you have to love yourself so that you can love them, kind of thing. Okay, so that's the solution, perhaps, this one you need to wake up to. Okay, and you'll meet other people on your passage, but not all are seekers like you. Okay? And plenty have no interest in self-acceptance, let alone self-love. So you have to make sure that you have self-acceptance and self-love. Those are the key elements here, perhaps. So action. Make a list of 30 essential qualities you desire in a kindred seeker. Okay? Find people who aim for knowledge in all things. Okay, find those who pursue pleasure wholeheartedly because they know the more we each feel whole, alive, and powerful, the better off this beautiful blue boat we call Earth will be. Okay, we're all voyaging. Okay, together after all. Safe journeying. So this one, perhaps you might travel with this one the solution could be two things. It's either that you kind of focus more on self-love and acceptance, okay, and you seek people or you seek a person or you yourself become a seeker so that your person, your partner can kind of, journey with you on this. Okay. So this one, it could be good chemistry, in my opinion. Okay, as the magic hotline. Okay, so it's a pretty funny one. This one. Okay, so I had fun with this pile. Those were the solutions, technically. The solution is to perhaps travel with this person, or to seek knowledges, or to always stay active if you're the routine type of person, female or male. Okay, so what about this person? Okay, we're going to be talking about the person you came here for because you want to know what you need to do karma-wise, so towards with this relationship you have with this person. Okay, so what attracts this person the most? Okay, what type of person that are attracted to you? Protective people. Okay, so I need to feel protected with you so that I can feel comfortable. I need to feel somehow that you're protective of me. Okay, could be. How do I like to be? How do I like to be flirted? Is to have erotic bliss. Okay, so I like it when you yourself or me myself feel very energized. Okay, so it could be through the intense eye contact and the vulnerability I feel there, but I feel beautiful when I do that. So you need to you make me feel safe so that I can open up like a beautiful lotus flower in front of you. It's like that. Okay, definitely this sexual hotline, the magic hotline person, if we're going with a partner here. If we're not, then it's just you tapping into those things yourself. Feel more safer and just meditate, perhaps. with self-love and self-acceptance in mind, okay? As it could be with the same person. Because I don't know if I'm talking to somebody very independent and a bit like frowning, or it's, you know, you're grumpy sometimes, like that. Yeah, it's power. This is definitely tantric sex. It's we're using sacred sex or sacred lovemaking so that we can manifest happiness in life, as it could be like, I don't know, like prosperity, well-being, and stuff like that. So you have the power card. Overall, I like my partner to be powerful, okay, which you are, perhaps, if you're the guy here or the girl here, okay? With the Hermetic Tarot, I know for sure people who chose this, you're no piece of cake, okay? Serious types, 100% serious, this one. But I like you, perhaps, because you've made me feel safe, and you know, I can blossom under your safety. It's like a sacred space you're creating for me so that I can feel erotic sensations, okay? It's like that. So what about you, this one? What do you need to do? What's the karma you need to face with this person, okay? This is what we want you to kind of understand about what attracts your person, what vibe they like, okay? They like to feel powerful, okay? They like to feel your powerful energy, okay? So they kind of like it, okay? I can't say anything else. So what's your karma? You have the Chariot with this person, okay? So what do you need to do? You have the karma. The karma is to go on a spiritual ride, perhaps, with this one. Perhaps you're too grounded, that's the issue. But then again, that's perfect for this one, because they might not be grounded at all, as they seek to be grounded. So you might have the grounding element here, okay? So your challenge is the Six of Pentacles. So to have like an equal give and take business-wise, perhaps, Lord of Material Success. So your challenge is that you're more focused on success, which is completely normal, okay, with this energy. And why you should, you know, go on this spiritual journey, perhaps, with this one, or emotional journey, because I have the Cancer, okay? Cancer is very, it's controlling, but then again, it's not, okay? It's more the water element, it's more family oriented. So perhaps for you, what your karma is that you wish to always found a family, let's say, and you kind of had set boundaries connected to how you were gonna create a family, technically. And the karma here with having the Chariot in reverse is more to go internal, though. Because if you're always projecting everything on an outward way, then you're more materialistic. You're not having the inner energy to manifest it. Because with the sexual hotline, the magic hotline person, they know how to perhaps manifest, and they're very internally energetic, which you could be more outwardly energetic, as you could be the more grounding type. But this one, overall, what you need to do is to kind of go on this, like, go at this, like, open up your emotions, perhaps, like, open yourself, like, allow yourself to open to your emotions, and to kind of not look at it in the form of it's too good or it's too bad kind of thing. It's like, be more balanced in the way that you kind of are facing your emotions, facing your dreams of having a family, or kind of having a lovable family environment, okay? It's more the motherly vibe that I'm kind of sensing. Because Cancers, I know, it's more like they might be a bit like moody on a physical level, but once they open up with you and they kind of like, you know, have an like they share you, the intimacy with you, they open up more and they become like a baby boy, you know. It's very sensuous and, you know, like that. Okay, so perhaps you might have this, as you might not, you will know that much. But the karma here is to kind of like embrace your emotions and be brave enough to embrace your emotions and like just go on this spiritual journey wholeheartedly. Okay, why this is your karma is because you're definitely gonna wish to give this person a try, or you're gonna invest in this person whether or not you already know it. Okay, but your challenge overall is to kind of the fact that you're very focused on material success more than you're focused on what's happening inside you or how to kind of enhance your energy internally. Okay, and kriya wise. Okay, and in vibration wise, perhaps. So the blasted tower, Lord of the hosts of the mighty. So there is a tower moment in the past or in the initial what you need to do. Go through a certain phase of liberation, okay? Like sometimes this is unexpected. So you're kind of feeling like you're losing your shit for no reason, okay? Like you're getting angry, you're getting triggered, you're kind of becoming vulnerable, you don't understand why you're vulnerable, kind of stuff, right? But it's all part of the process, because sometimes if we have created walls, okay, and our emotions, we have neglected them, and you know, like you need to face this, like you meet somebody who is ready to, you know, nurture and love you technically the way you wish to. It's normal you're gonna go a bit triggering on this, because sometimes if you're more focused on a material way, you don't focus too much on your emotions, right? Because, I mean, based on what type of person you are, but with the Hermetic Tarot, I feel like you're more the serious and cutthroat and like frowning energy, you know? So, overall here, what you need to do, or what your karma is, perhaps, is to just have faith when you're giving the opportunity, okay? But for some of you with the star, it's a very auspicious energy for me, unless, and 8 of Wands, so Lord of Swiftness. What is the karma with this person? You will feel more balance for sure, okay? With this person, you're going to feel more balance. You're going to feel more nurtured. You're going to feel more hopeful somehow. So the karma with this person is to feel more hopeful, to nurture them, to be nurtured by them, etc. And the challenge is not to kind of bring business in this relationship, perhaps. Or the challenge is your career, perhaps. Or it's the challenge is that you wish to kind of get an equal give and take. Monetary business wise, perhaps, could be, okay? But you're definitely giving it an opportunity, or you're investing in it, okay? It's just that in the initial phase, you're gonna lose your shit. You're gonna not understand why you're angry, why you're triggered, but you're feeling like we're kind of like breaking your walls. So the karma with this person is that because you're gonna have to go and embark on a spiritual journey, okay? Spiritual journey is perhaps not what you like, perhaps, unless you're encrypted in occult science, okay? Sometimes occult science, there is some kind of spiritual journeying, but this one could be more on an emotional level, okay? So if I'm talking to Masons, or people who are like, who are fathers or grandfathers who are Masons, or they're women that are Masons, you have certain knowledges, obviously, for sure. Okay, but this one, it's more how can you, the karma here is how can you go on and embark on this journey of loving yourself and taking off all those layers. Because this also with the Chariot is the energy of a warrior who's going to a battlefield, but then again, he's going there because he has something he wishes to protect, kind of thing. Okay, so it could be that you wish to protect something dear to you, or you wish to protect this person. And why you're doing that is because you wanted to, you were powerful, perhaps, this one. You know you're powerful and you know you can protect this one. And your challenge with this person is to, how are you going to have an equal give and take with this person? Could be. Like, give to them without judging yourself, and give to them without, you know, feeling shameful that you're giving to them. And when they're giving to you, or when you're receiving from them, not to judge and, you know, shame either the person, not to make them feel shameful that they're giving to you, whatever they're giving. So the exchange needs to be free of shaming elements and judgment. Okay, so that's the challenge perhaps here. And with the Queen of Pentacles in the middle section, Queen of the Thrones of Earth. So what's the karma with this person? What do you need to do? Overall, you need to learn to embrace the gentler side of yourself. Okay, so if you're always only frowning and being more masculine or drier, then just start becoming more motherly in a more reliable way. So the karma here connected to the sensations or the energy or the approach you have towards them is to change a bit. Become more reliable as a person, become more gentler, more resourceful as a person, but be generous in the way you're doing it. Okay? And then in the near future with the Star card, there's gonna be like wish fulfillments, cleansing, stuff like that. Okay, so I already channeled the last one. It's more a time of, you know, happiness, nurturing, self-love, like that. That's the karma with this person. You're gonna learn how to do those things. And in the initial with the Tower card, it's normal because perhaps you don't do any of those things, right? Like that. Okay, so that's all that I had for pile 4. Okay, have a good day. Now pile 5, whoever chose the Sexy Millennium Thoth, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see what is the card, like what do you need to do connected to this person so that your karma will be released. Okay, you know, sometimes when you go in relationships, you want to know what the karma is so that you can either move on, or what is the destiny with this person. But this is your end of the bargain, technically. Just shuffle this one more. Before we start the Celtic spread, I'm gonna be reading from the Pleasure Oracle, and we're gonna do a little 3 spread reading connected to the partner you're here for, or your truest desire connected to this partner. The second card will be representative of you, okay, or the thing that is blocking you from arriving to your truest desire connected to either this person or to your truest desire connected to pleasure. And the third one, third energy, the third card will be the solution for you to arrive to your truest destination and to overcome the blockage in the card 2. As it could also be the chemistry together with your partner you're here for. Okay, so Okay, so let us begin. So the first card is your partner or your truest desire. Okay, so liberate your joy. Your truest desire is to learn how to liberate your own joy, as it's a person that might teach you how to liberate your joy, or it's a person that knows how to liberate their own joy. Okay, so loosen up, kiddo. Life's not that serious. Okay, and even when it is, levity is the quickest path to resilience and dignity. Pure, unadulterated joy is what distinguishes merely surviving from truly thriving. And in intimacy, a sense of fun is the glue of any relationship. Okay? Without, you may as well be in a corporate finance meeting. So your person is more loose, okay? They like to enjoy things fully, and they're pure, etc. And in intimacy, it's they like a sense of fun, okay? Because if not, they feel like they're in a corporate financial meeting, okay? Action. Allow yourself to play, okay? So they always allow themselves to play. Exalt the sweetness of shared laughter, of a look, of spontaneity and awkwardness, of make-believe and suspended reality. Choose being comfortable enough to drop any masks. Okay? Choose being comfortable enough to drop any masks. Okay? So drop the masks. Okay? So that you can liberate your joy or your sensations. Okay? Because for some of you, perhaps your truest desire is to drop your mask, so it can liberate your joy, right? We're not talking about a guy here or a girl, a partner, technically. So choose being comfortable enough to drop any masks. Adore genuine connection for its own sake. Adore genuine connection for its own sake, even and especially with yourself. Choose joy. Okay, so you have to choose joy. You want to choose joy, right? So stop putting on masks, okay? Or your person doesn't put masks on, okay? That's the thing with this one. Okay. So what about you? Who are you technically? Or what's the blockage here connected to being this, okay? Show and tell. So you're not showing and you're not telling, perhaps. Or you're teaching other people way too much about yourself, perhaps. I mean, we'll see. Okay, so very few of us have mastered the art of aligning our actions with our words. Okay, sometimes also it could happen that you wish to show something, but then again, you're not the example of what you're showing. That could be a blockage. Okay, so if you're not showing that you're interested in them, then they're not gonna know you're interested. You're pretending to be indifferent. Technically, could be it. As it could be that you're very happy inside, but you have like a poker face mask. How do you want the person to kind of know? Like you're kind of like stopping yourself from being yourself, technically. This one could be. You'll know, okay? And while the latter are important, the former speak volumes, okay? Despite our flourishes in language. The truth is, showing someone who you are and what you need will happen regardless of our intentions. So whether or not, if I need to see you, I will need to see you, right? Be it you're trying to repress your your facial expressions, or you're trying to repress your emotions, we still feel it somehow, if based on how intuitive or observant the person is. Okay? So the truth is, showing someone who you are and what you need will happen regardless of our intentions. So make sure you're showing up the way you really want to. Okay, so the blockage here that you need to show up, you need to make sure you're showing up the way you really want to be shown, seen, technically. So action. With every gesture, behavior, ingrained habit, and choice, we showcase our self-worth. Okay? The way we treat ourselves is the way we teach others to treat us. Okay, so the way we treat ourselves is the way we teach others to treat us. Can you express your true desires through aligned actions? When it comes to sex, lead by example, show and tell. So the blockage is perhaps you don't lead by example. You're not expressing yourself way too much. Like, you're not expressing yourself. So we have no way of knowing what your needs are, perhaps. What do you wish for us to kind of do for you, perhaps, if we're receptive enough, you know, to make you liberated, you know? So with every gesture, behavior, ingrained habit, and choice, we showcase our self-worth. So showcase your self-worth by being your gestures, your behaviors, ingrained habits, and your choices. Okay? The way we treat ourselves is the way we teach others to treat us. So if you never really kind of pampered yourself, then other people will not pamper you. If you never pampered other people, then other people will not pamper, you know, you. It's more like, it could be me pampering myself as me showing that I'm pampering myself. So people, when they see me, they understand that I like to pamper myself, so they'll pamper me more, kind of thing, because that's what I like, and I'm showing that I like those things. Me going and like hugging people because I'm happy, well, people understand that if they hug me, I'm gonna feel happy, kind of thing, you know. So it's more those kind of body languages, you know. So if I say like, I'm happy to see you, and I'm kind of having like a no face, and like my face is showing I'm not happy to see you, but deep down inside I'm happy to see you. But then again, I'm not showing you that I'm happy to see you. So the person I'm happy to see does understand that I'm happy to see them, technically. So they understand that I'm not happy to see them, technically. So the next time they see me, they will not be happy to see me because I was not happy to see them, technically. It didn't show on my face that I was interested or I was happy to see them, kind of thing. Okay? So it's like that. Okay? So this is the blockage, perhaps. Just be aligned. Show your actions. How you are in that moment, show it. So that they can understand who you really are, technically. That's the blockage. So that you can also understand who you are. You will stop repressing yourself. Okay? And the chemistry you're going to have with this person, as it could be the, you know, the solution to overcome the situation, is timelines of pleasure. Okay, so your subconscious cannot tell the difference between reality and storytelling. It's a sponge for narrative, not an arbiter of truth. Past events that have hurt you, however real and impactful, can be rewritten in your subconscious in a way that allows you to shift your timeline, to change the story. Action. Dedicate sacred space, meditation, therapy, journaling to reclaim your timeline. Okay, go back to the memories you have of feeling unworthy of pleasure. Scan for evidence of your resistance, however small. In what ways did you protect your safety, your dignity? How did you overcome? Your inner child is still in you. Give them permission to claim what's theirs. So this one is more like perhaps tap into your, with this person, you're going to tap into your inner child. Whatever you repressed as a child, it becomes like a sacred space for you. Be it it's more individual practice, this one, or it could be with a person. Just feel comfortable being yourself with this joyful person. Okay, it was very bold and honest sometimes, and everything's on their face, you know. So that's it. So your subconscious cannot tell the difference between reality and storytelling. Okay, so it's a sponge for narrative, not an arbiter of truth. Past events that have hurt you, however real and impactful, can be rewritten within your subconscious in a way that allows you to shift your timeline. So if you have childhood traumas or you kind of feel neglected sometimes, it's very important that you do find or, claim a sacred space, okay? So that you can meditate, go through therapy or journaling to reclaim your timeline, to go through that healing process. the trauma, perhaps. So go back to the memories you have of feeling unworthy of pleasure, any type of pleasure. Be it you wanted a piece of chocolate and your mom didn't give it to you, and that hurt you. Or your mom constantly did something that kind of was a bit abusive, but you didn't understand it, and they didn't know what they were doing, but technically it created certain trauma. You know, it's like that. So scan for evidence of your resistance. Okay, scan evidence of you feeling unworthy of pleasure. Okay, and you trying to resist you feeling unworthy of pleasure, technically. So, however small it was. In what ways did you protect your safety, your dignity in those times? How did you overcome the situation? Your inner child is still in you. Okay, so give them permission to claim what's theirs. Let the inner child come out. That's your solution. And your relationship with this person is to have an inner child type of relationship. You guys are going to be more childish with each other. Going to nurture each other. It's more like childhood friends that kind of are together in an adult way, perhaps. So let's talk about your person now, and then we're going to create a Celtic spread about you. Okay, so what vibe does this person feel attracted to? Okay, so intuition. So this person likes the pool of intuition. Okay, so there's a familiarity, there's a connection with the third eye. And when they look in your eyes, there's an element of sparkles. So their eyes sparkle, but your eyes sparkle too. That's the kind of vibe they seek. So it's all more inner light energy. I need to feel like you have an inner light to you. Okay, and that's attractive to me. Feel like I can connect with that. And I like the eye contact with the energetic flow. How do I flirt? Okay, so the game of love. So I like to play the game of love. I like to kind of go back and forth. I like to go to beaches. I like to travel. I like quality time. I like music. I like to play the instrument for you, technically. All this kind of stuff. Or I like you to do those things for me. And what type of relationship they like? Romanticism. Obviously, it's a person that likes romance. And a lot of beach. So this one, it's a person that needs the beach or the ocean or the wave element so that it enhances me liking you more, technically. Like if you want this person to be attracted towards you, just go on vacations with them. And they will love spending quality time with you. Cuba or, Varadero, or I don't know, Dominican Republic for some of you. Mediterranean beach, coastal areas, anywhere around the world, to be honest. Okay, so what is your karma? So what do you need to do towards this person so they can release the karma? You have the 10 of Swords. So stop hurting yourself here and wake up to the fact that it's only your own anxiety that's kind of making you believe that you're not worthy of love, technically. Your challenge is the 8 of Cups. Either not give up on the situation or to give up on it. We'll see. The reason why is that way is the Queen of Wands. In the initial, what you need to do is the High Priestess. In the present moment, you have the Ace of Swords. And in the near future, you have the 7 of Wands. So this is more in the present moment, perhaps. What karma you need to release? Communicate the fact that you're single, okay? make sure that you kind of want to collaborate with people. Show that you're collaborating with people and that you're eager to work hard, no matter how dry the situation looks. But then again, it's really not dry. It's very fulfilling. It's just that you're seeing it that way because you have a certain repressed nature to you. Whoever chose pile 5, sorry. Okay, so in the near future, things are gonna get better. You're gonna definitely succeed, and succeed you will, without really like expecting much. That's the funny part, this one. So the karma you need to release is to definitely get out of your headspace. So you were always anxious, or you were always overthinking it because you wish to always be balanced as a person, right? But then again, you're forgetting that sometimes even like you need to center yourself. That's the key element, and to self-create so that you can release the burdens that you used to have. So this one, the karma overall, is to release the anxiety connected to having your heart broken. That's the karma. Release the anxiety over the idea of having your heart broken. Nobody deserves to be hurt, technically. And it's also in your hands. You know that it's in your hands. You're the one who kind of told yourself that you're always like, you don't wish to get hurt. But then again, you're the one preventing yourself from being happy, technically, here. So the reason why it's this karma is because with the Queen of Wands, you are pretty discerning. You are pretty opportunistic. And you are very passionate. And you have been enlightened. So you know what your karma is also, this one. This one with the High Priestess, you've already known what your karma is. And with the Ace of Swords, it's more like you faced your truth. You kind of came into an alignment with your truth. So that in the near future, definitely you're going to put the bold actions and succeed. And transform yourself at the same time. And your challenge with the Eight of Cups is perhaps to kind of prepare yourself for rejection, as it could be for you to just give up on this person and move on. Could be. Okay? So this one is that vibe. Okay? So that was it, pile 5. Now pile 6, whoever chose the Fountain Tarot, welcome to reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how what karma you have. What do you need to do on your end? What do you need to do so that this relationship will work, or so that the outcome of the relationship unfolds and you release the karma with this person? Be it it's an ex, be it it's just a simple person you have a crush on, or something of the sort. Okay, so we'll see what the destiny element is around. Okay, but definitely, guys, this is definitely tarot. We're trying to divinate here, but it's just coming in the form of I was gonna say destiny, but in the form of just creation. I'm creating stuff here. Okay, so you will know if it's gonna really resonate or not. Okay, so before I start the Celtic spread, I'm gonna be using the Pleasure Oracle to give you a certain advices. Okay, you as the viewer. So I'm gonna have faith that I'm gonna kind of shuffle this and then choose without peeking. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, for some I was just gonna take this one. We're gonna read it because of the first one, but I don't know why I kind of channeled a song, Hungry Like the Wolf, from a movie. I was a kid at the time. So I'll just read this, but then again, the main spread is this. Okay, so hungry like the wolf. Perhaps you are. So inside you is a yearning, ravenous beast, okay? It's filled with insatiable lust, greedy and grasping for carnal embrace. We can often be afraid of this creature and its cravings. Religions have been built on less, but our hunger remains. It lies in wait until we're brave enough to unlock its door. But unlock it we must. But unlock it we must. So we have to unlock the ravenous, yearning beast inside of us. I guess so. So action. Giving yourself permission to want what you want, parentheses, in ways that harm no one. Okay, in ways that harm no one. Is the difference between a hungry wolf and a caged and angry, vengeful monster. Befriending your beast in your own way, understanding its predilections, I don't know how to pronounce this word, okay guys, and its needs is how a natural, well-adjusted, wanton penchant is acknowledged, okay, understood and expressed. That's when the fun begins. So perhaps many of you are repressed beasts. I don't know, but remember the action you need to do, okay? You have to unlock it at least. It's embrace the devil card somehow. But the devil energy inside of you, demon a bit. The devil, like the smirky, sexy man or female out there with the tail, But giving yourself permission to want what you want, but remember that when you are doing that, you should never, in ways that harm no one though. This is the key element, because the other way around you will attract a specific type of karma which is not good. Okay? Very important. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Okay? You can definitely get what you want, but never harm anyone. Always consent. Get the consent, permission of the person. Okay, you're not a savage beast. Not a savage beast. Okay? If you're males here. Giving yourself permission to want what you want is the difference between a hungry wolf and a caged and angry, vengeful monster. Okay? So befriending your beast in your own way, you have to befriend this beast inside of you. Understanding its predilections and its needs is how a natural, well-adjusted, wanton penchant is acknowledged, understood, and expressed. Okay, if you're savage like that, I don't think that everyone would like to sleep with you, technically. Okay, just understand. But if you want people to come to you willingly, and you can definitely embrace this devil energy, then just understand that you have to befriend this untamable beast somehow, okay? You have to befriend it in your own way. Understanding what your needs are is how a natural, well-adjusted, horny, okay, person is acknowledged, understood, and expressed, okay? So if you have needs and you wish them to be fulfilled, let's say, just make sure that when you approach people, you have befriended this, horny beast inside of you, okay? So that you can get it in the form of its natural, it's not like frenzied or something of the sort, okay? Because sometimes frenzied energy like that, violence in the bedroom, except as if the person that likes those kind of stuff, not everyone will be willing, okay? But if you want a willing seeker, let's say, then just learn how to be more, befriend your animal instincts somehow, okay? Like, you can be the angel and the devil at the same time, okay? Like, you're friends with both, like that. You're not just friends with the devil, and you don't take sides with the devil only. You kind of keep both ears open so that your options will be more, like that. And that's when the fun begins for you, perhaps. hungry like the wolf, you know, like a wink like that, perhaps. I don't know. So let us see what advices you need to hear. Okay, so the first card is representing your partner. Okay, so this is who your partner is, or your truest desire in the present moment, your target, let's say. So windows to the soul. So this person might be very spiritual, as it's a person that's, yeah, it's a person that's pretty spiritual. Whether looking in a mirror or staring ardently into the eyes of a partner, erotically charged eye contact is the ultimate invulnerable yet suspenseful foreplay. This is so true, okay? Like, yeah, this is so true. So the person could also be very erotically charged person. Okay, so they have very erotically charged eyes. So the eye contact could be very erotic and vulnerable and suspenseful. Okay, it's like you'd be forgiven for thinking that arousal is unlocked through hyper exhibitionism alone. But from ancient tantric beliefs to modern film theory, holding the gaze isn't just an intimate emotional experience. It can also be a carnal one. Okay, so you can eat this person, or this person knows how to eat you alive with eye contact. You know, it's like wake up the hungry wolf inside of you, you know, it's like that, perhaps. Okay, so as it could be you being this, okay, like you want to be this, be action. Okay, the actions you need to take, technically, or the person's action usually are like this. Okay, so connection, reciprocity, even slightly psychedelic states. Gazing liberates our thinking brain and brings us into a state of deep satisfaction and soulfulness, physically and emotionally. So just know that your person could also be the type that does this. Okay, so they're very focused on connecting with people, being receptive to other people. Psychic, slightly psychic person, perhaps, you'll know. Gazing liberates them and liberates their thinking brain, and it brings them into a state of deep satisfaction and soulfulness, physically and emotionally. So if I do these things, then I'm this type of person, technically. Okay, like I'm very full-on soulful, and I feel like I live every moment, technically. Want to try it? You know, start with yourself, then others. Don't rush it. Okay, take all the beauty in. Okay, so start with yourself is more start gazing in your own eyes. Okay, so if you like the eye contact with this one and you want to do more of it, or you want to use the same energy, or you want to embody this, you want to have the windows in the eye kind of energy, that's your truest desire, you want to feel that way when you meet people, technically. It starts first by how you stare and gaze beautifully, soulfully within yourself. Okay, so it's eye contact with yourself. Okay, or with other people. But you have to first start with yourself, then practice this on other people. And take all the beauty in. As it could be, I'm the type that does this. Okay, and I take all your beauty in. Okay, so I'm very soulful. Okay, like I love like that. Okay, I love the connection. They love connecting intimately, and for them it's more merging element. So you right now, okay, so this is the card that represents you, or the blockage connected to being in the being like this. Okay, having the eyes that look fiercely into the eyes of the soul, you know, it's like the windows of the soul, which has other people's eyes, technically. There is only now. So yesterday was heavy. Put it down. Grabbing onto the past or tripping out about the future is like putting your consciousness on a rocket ship and blasting it out of the present moment. Okay, so you should not live in the past, as you should not live in the future. Okay, and yesterday was very heavy on top of it, so you just need to release all that stress. Okay, And the present moment is all we have. Okay, so when you're kind of grabbing onto the past, you're putting your consciousness on the rocket ship and you're kind of blasting it out of the present moment. And the present moment is all we have. It's where erotism and passion live. So just embrace your present moment and you'll see you'll kind of be this energy, okay? Or you'll have a good relationship with this person. I don't know. We'll see. So, action. A stressful inner monologue is understandable, especially when you're uncomfortable. Okay? But if you're not doing something about it, you're giving away your power and dampening your pleasure. Okay? So, would you want to see a loved one deny their own birthright? See yours the same way. It's not up for grabs. Okay? So, gift yourself presents. Dance, sing, smell a flower, be in the moment. You know, just be in the moment, embrace it. Someone gorgeous like this looking in your eyes, embrace it. Come on, okay? Okay, so then, intense, it's intense, this one. On intimate energy, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. So your chemistry with the person, as it could be the solution for you to arrive to the windows to the soul, okay? So transform and transcend. It's always a solution, this one. A snake sheds its skin as it grows. Its growth demands, okay? So a snake sheds its skin as its growth demands. As it expands, it has no choice but to discard those limiting parts of itself and emerge soft and fresh. Humans are the same. Ideally, we're always growing. As such, there are moments in our life where we have to shed the old to make way for the new. Okay? So ritualize this moment so you can let go once and for all. So this one is more what type of relationship you're going to have. It's more transformational. So the chemistry here with this person is that they're going to allow you to transform. You could transform just by looking in their gaze, in their eyes, and, you know, tapping into the energy that they have. And being present in the moment when you're doing it, because what you're doing is that you're not being present in the moment. You're not embracing the present moment. You're kind of remembering that you're exhausted, or you're remembering your job, or you need to go somewhere, etc. So you're always on the go. Technically, you're not staying there and, you know, tapping into the gorgeous energy this person is offering you, if they offered it to you, technically. Okay, so ritualize this moment so you can let go once and for all. So when you receive the gaze with this person, look at it in the form of it's a ritual. Embrace it, witness it, don't judge it. Don't judge it. Embrace it. Be natural at it. Do something different connected to it this time around, technically. So action. This kind of transformation can feel like death. Okay, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty hard. There are goodbyes, tears, mournings, resistance, struggle, and eventually transcendence. Shedding the skin of old relationships, stories, and ideas is the hardest work we'll ever do. But without force, growth, there's no change. And as Octavia Butler once wrote, God is change. So I don't know if you're going to be with this one or it's not going to work out, but the solution here is to transform yourself and to embrace the fact that nothing stays the same. You can always just focus on being in the present moment with them. Okay, so that's the solution. Be in the present moment and, you know, allow yourself the transformation that is happening. Allow yourself the shedding of your skin. Allow yourself to open up, technically. That's the solution. Okay? You're not just a beast, technically. Okay? We're not beasts here. So what vibe does this woman or man like? Okay? The person you came here for. Rest. They like to feel restful. They like to feel chill. They like to feel content. They like it when you feel that way. Okay? It's more like I like you when you're restful. I like you when you're zen, technically. I like you when you're calm. You're not agitated, irritated, etc. How do I like to be flirted, or I flirt with you? You have memories and remembrance. So I like to just chill around with you. Take baths with you, or like... I like people who are more chilling. Okay, I like people that chill a lot. Zen overall. As it could be chill. You don't need to be meditatively chill. It could be the chill type that smokes also, perhaps. Okay, like shisha or stuff like that. And what I like to feel when I'm with you is that I'm able to open up but still feel protected. It's more, look, this one. It's protection, but then again, the girl is naked and they're making love, or they're kind of like going into a phase of lovemaking in the water. It's definitely outside in the wild. So, but they like to feel protected, but in your presence or the person's presence makes them feel more protected, but they like chill vibes overall. Okay, so this is what they're attracted to. To have a partner for the sake of protection, but they like to journey with the person. They like to travel with the person. And they like to remember and have memories with the person. So this one is more simple. They like people that remember them. They like people that are chill. They like people that are zen, you know. They like people that like to travel. Chill overall. But they like that person to be with them because they feel safer with that person, technically. Okay. That was my sister's, okay. Got a glimpse of her face. So you have when we were doing the Celtic spread, it's more what do you need to do? What's your karma connected to this person? Okay. So what do you need to do? What's your destiny on your end? What behaviors you need to do? So you have the Fool card in reverse. Your challenge is the Fountain card. Expect the unexpected is what I heard, okay? So use the present moment again, okay? Tap into the present moment because the Fountain card is that energy. The reason why is the Fool. You have the Knight of Swords with the Empress card. And the Nine of Swords, okay? You're afraid of yourself, this one. You're very afraid of yourself. But I understand, perhaps. I went through that myself a few years ago. And then you have the Page of Coins. In the middle section, you have the 10 of Coins. And in the near future, you have the King of Coins. And below the deck, what do we have? A 6 of Swords. You have to let go of many thought patterns that really don't serve you, okay? And your karma here is to just start fresh with less baggage as possible. Okay, so release your baggages, go through the healing process, and once the chapter is done or the book is finished, close it and burn it even, if you wish. But because you're not burning the chapters or you're not burning the books because you have a certain attachment with it, still, you have this element that you're afraid of yourself. You're anxious. What if things happen again? You know, it's like the chapter is done. The book is finished. You finished it. can burn it now. It's like that. Or your journal, you've wrote it down, the chapter is done, you have a new opportunity, just start again with no baggage. So forget that book, you burn it, and you do a ritual connected to it. Okay, so you could do those techniques if you wish. Okay, you can decide to not repeat the past again, but you just need to tap into the present moment and believe that you're not dangerous. You just befriend this demon side of you, or this, I don't know, wild animal that you're kind of afraid of, technically. With the Knight of Swords, there's this element that you're, okay, why you have to, the karma here connected to this person is to start fresh with less baggage as possible and just have faith that the process will work out, is because you overanalyze a lot. You're anxious. You're afraid of yourself as you're afraid of other people. You're afraid other people are going to harm you as you're afraid you're going to harm them. Or you feel like you're damaged so much that you don't want other people to have control over you. And with the Knight of Swords, it's more the element that you're afraid that you're going to hurt people too. You're going to be like strategic with people too. So you're going to have more like toxic relationships with them, right? You're afraid of that, technically. But deep down, what Spirit wants you to know, perhaps, be you're a man or a woman, you have this inside of you. You came from a woman, okay? Be it you love that woman or not, there's Mother Earth gave birth to you. Now, the Mother Earth is also earth element, okay? It's not your mother, okay? But it could also be if you had a gentle and loving mother, let's say. It's the gentle dynamic. It's the gentle breeze, the trees, the green, the brown, you know, the wind that kind of flows in the branches of the trees and the sound that comes from it. You know, that's what Mother Earth is. You know, like right now, why we're alive is because Mother Earth feeds us. We don't see those things. We don't acknowledge them. We're not grateful for them. But these things are inside of us. You eat. What you ate is part of Mother Earth. You drink. What you drink is part of Mother Earth. Other people, they're part of Mother Earth. Whatever this body is, it's just an accumulation of Mother Earth, soil elements. Okay? So just understand that you should not be afraid of yourself. Just have faith that somehow you are loving. You are able to love. You are able to give without expecting anything. You can be love. You don't need to do anything. Just be love. That's it. Be loving. Be loving and you'll see. It's like that. And with the fountain, be you're a guy or a girl, okay, here. You can be loving. For something, I'll give you a tip. If ever you kind of have difficulties with certain stuff and you trust me, because I'm trusting myself with this process, I'll give you a tip at the end, okay? But only at the end, because I'm not going to promote this to people and then be responsible for XYZ reasons. So if you discern and you wish to go and try it out, it's really beneficial. It helped me immensely, okay? It helped me immensely. And it will help me even more. So with the Page of Coins, what you need to do here is that you need to be eager to explore this person. Okay, be in the moment with this person, enjoy being in their presence, be playful with them, okay? Don't be guarded that much, and don't be afraid of yourself either. You're not an animal, okay? You're not gonna harm them, okay? So with the Ten of Cups, how you're gonna feel, you have to feel like being in a relationship with this person, you feel successful. So this is what you need to feel inside. So what you're gonna do perhaps is that perhaps things are gonna work themselves out in such a way that being with this person, you feel like you've won a trophy. You feel successful being with them, technically. And then in the near future with the King of Cups, you're going to end up getting married to this person that you were afraid you were going to devour or something. Okay, so In some way, you just need to start fresh. Release the past, release the mental thoughts that don't serve you, okay? If you need my guidance, okay, I did inner engineering program, okay? Where I live, I was fortunate enough there's a place that you can go and they provide it, but I did it online last year, and it changed me immensely, okay? The way I tapped into myself and the liberation that I gained, because it's a 5 course of 30 minutes, and then at the end you have the package option as you have the two options, okay? It's either you just do the inner engineering program, which is 5 courses with Sadhguru. You sit down and you listen to it and you're keen on it and you pay a price for it. Then you also have the inner engineering program with the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya together. Okay, so I had both of them combined. It took me at least 5 years. Okay, like I'm telling you, like I don't trust people. I don't trust gurus either, except my guru. Okay, now I'm a changed person. I walked that path. I stopped myself from walking that path, but I still had the calling. So that's what I'm kind of saying to some people: if you have the calling, you do it. If you don't have it, you don't do it. But if you want solutions, it worked for me. Okay, I was very depressed at a young age. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I have a very, like, I don't deal well with my dad. Okay, like, it helped me a lot. Okay, like, I can manage my emotions now. I feel more grateful. I feel more zenner. I feel more energized, dynamic, prosperous. But then before, I used to feel like I was the neglected child. Nobody liked me, and even if I liked guys, they would always choose my sisters or something of the sort. And I would compare myself with my sisters, and then compare the guys, and then not trust guys, etc. But after I did the inner engineering program, I kind of released a lot of baggage. There was one Chit Shakti meditations. Every time you do a course, at the end there's a Chit Shakti meditation. One for success, perhaps one for love. But then again, I cannot much express those things. It's only for those who are meant to do it, and I could not even have mentioned those things. But it was an amazing experience, so it's good that I kind of woke up to it. So if you wish to, you know, explore those healing methods, it's really worth it. Coming from a person who, it took me 5 years. I'm gonna be honest. I knew Sadhguru before that. He always mentioned about inner engineering program, etc., etc. But I would always watch him and listen to him, not, you know, participate to any of those volunteering stuff, you know, with all the consecrated spaces he had. But I had an affinity with the Dhyana Linga, which is a consecrated space. Okay, so it's like that, my journey. Okay, so if you wish to release, or you're afraid of yourself and you kind of have certain mental blockages, you can definitely I'm not gonna say subscribe, but, you know, listen to Sadhguru. Just listening to him, you can feel a certain change in yourself. If it's not just watching, there's free meditation, Isha Kriya on YouTube. You can use it, and I'm on that process now because I've kind of learned the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. I've learned the Surya Kriya, but I had certain other situations, so now it's more like I'm trying to, you know, walk through the Isha Kriya. That's more, I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind kind of practice, but I take it seriously. Okay, it really enhances my energy. I don't know if other people see it, but I see it myself, which is the most important thing for me, because I always had this issue within myself that I was not perfect. Why wasn't I perfect? You know, like, I would project myself, and I was that type of girl that wanted to always please everyone, be that perfect person, you know, be the hero of everyone. But then again, you realize that at some point, not about that life. Life is about change and transformation from one day to the other, 100%. Okay, so there's many ways you can seek them. It's just Sadguru, S-A-D, Sad Guru, G-U-R-U. Okay, he's very popular on YouTube. Okay, and I must say for a reason. Okay, so we love him a lot because he's very receptive to our love, but he's very human also. Okay, so that being said, I'll leave you, and if you wish to explore more about it, it's called Inner Engineering Program, directed by Sadhguru, which is the uneducated guru. And then you have, if you wish to learn, there's the online program, as there are certain like places you can be initiated to the process of self-healing, self-purifying, etc. Okay, just following the 5 courses or the 7 courses is good enough. Also, I felt immensely liberated after 7 courses. I felt different, and people felt it too, you know. Every time I go see him, I change, so it's a good thing for me. Some people might look at it in the form of it's not good, but I find that it's good, it's soothing, it's healing. I'm changing from one day to the other. But at least I'm living a full-fledged life for myself, okay? That's it, okay? So those were the key words, perhaps, if you wish to go there. Okay, so I'll see you around and have a beautiful day. Okay, bye.